So guys, this is my outdoor worm barrel I wanted to show you. This has been in operation about 20 years now. So basically it sits on the ground, it has holes drilled at the bottom, and everything just comes and goes naturally. Everything goes in here, and as you can see, look right here, I see a worm already. They come up from the bottom, from the soil, they do their thing, and then when it starts to get cold in the autumn and winter, they disappear. But spring is just about here, and I'm starting to see them come back. So I keep the stick here, and I just dig around. So this will all be dug out and put in the garden and used as a fertilizer. And then I start filling it again with my food scraps, leaves, sticks, dead animals we find here on the property, sawdust from trees that we cut down, branches, you name it, it goes in here. I call this the everything. This is the everything worm bin. There's no rules here. Look, they're starting to come back. Aren't they beautiful? Now these are like wild red wigglers. They just come and go. I've never put worms in here. I just started adding food scraps and leaves, and they just started appearing. Look at them. So this is a banana I had put in here, and obviously it's drawing them up now that the weather's starting to get warmer. But look how cute they are. But in this barrel, I also find spiders. I've seen black widows, black soldier flies, especially when the heat starts. Yeah, I find all kinds of things in here. And there's a little hole back here at the bottom. You know, maybe even a mouse comes in here occasionally. I've never seen a mole in here, but I don't know. If they'll find a way in, they will. So this is a way that you can do like an outdoor system without having a lot of fuss. This is an old barrel that was used for fruit juice. Never used something that had chemicals in it. And then Joe put these rivets on, and basically it just closes like that. I used to lock it, but I don't lock it anymore, and raccoons don't mess with it. I also like to dig around in here and just see what is in here. And the deeper I get, the thicker it feels. And I know that it's like pure castings down there. See, look. That's castings. Look at this. That's castings. This is going to be so beneficial for my garden this summer. Oh, look at this one. Another banana. And look at all the worms. But look, there's also pill bugs, like roly-polies. This is an entire ecosystem. And you know, you don't have to do it with a giant barrel like this. You can do it with a bucket. Let me give them back their banana. Now let me show you the rest of the garden. So this is a compost corner that I keep here. We put all the ashes from the wood that we burn here, and we don't use chemicals, so it all just goes there. And the entire garden is covered in leaves because, you know, we have a lot of leaf litter. Now this tree stump has been here for so many years, and it's literally falling apart. I know one day I'm gonna come and it's gonna be flat, but the funny thing is I don't know whatever is eating this. I've looked, I don't see termites, I don't see anything, so it must be something within it that is just taking care of it. But I think it's a cool looking structure, don't you think? Look at it. Reminds me of something from the Lord of the Rings. Look at all those leaves. So my tiller, I'm gonna set it up, and then I'm gonna bring it over here, because besides my garden, these beds, I want to till a line right down the middle here and do a row of potatoes. And then of course I always leave myself a walking path. But anyway, that's what's happening. Spring is just about here. The forest, before you know it, will start looking green, all the leaves. It'll just start looking beautiful. We don't plant tomatoes here or any warm season vegetables like peppers until like Mother's Day. But look, that's the first sign of spring. The dandelions start coming up. And do they come up everywhere. And these solar lights I got on TikTok Shop, they're still going strong. They're solar powered and I love them because at night I have them set to a red color and it gives this part of the yard like a red glow. So that's what I'm planning on doing. These are my burning bush. They're starting to flower, to bloom again. They're beautiful. I'm hoping the deer stay out of it this year. And that's the other one. But the forest is looking really beautiful. Today it's going to be like 72, so it's an awesome day to be out here. Awesome day to be out here. I hear the woodpeckers. So now I came out here to gather some sticks that I have all over the property. I am going to grind some, but I'm also going to save some for my fire pit here. I was going to do it tonight, but I'm kind of tired. So me and Joe are going to do it tomorrow night. We're just going to sit out here and have a few beers and just, you know, spend some time together. So that's what I'm up to. I did pull out the tiller that was sent to me and I put it together. And it took me a little bit, but I figured out how to do it. So now I'm wondering, do I have an extension cord long enough to reach from the closest outlet to the garden? So I found one. Now I'm going to have to go test it and hopefully it reaches. If not, I'm going to have to buy one. Oh my gosh, I hate getting things that I probably already have, but if it doesn't reach, it doesn't reach, right? So anyway, let me show you. Here's my Bigfoot. Joe got him for me for Christmas last year and put it up there. And then the rest of the property, the hiking trail, everything's looking good. Things are starting to get green back there, but pretty soon all these leaves are gonna just start changing color and going green again. The dead ones will, you know, they'll come down. And let me show you where I laid my father's ashes. So in the back of the property here, this is my favorite tree. I just love this tree. And over here is where I sprinkled my father's ashes. You know, my father passed away and he wanted to be cremated. So I just poured them in there. And when it rains, this entire thing here fills with water and it runs down like a little small stream. So I just know that, you know, in my heart, he's here with me. And this is my favorite tree. And then I see little flowers there. So anyway, that's what I've done. So let me show you my brick little fire pit back here that I cook on occasion. So here it is. It's time to start cleaning it up for the summer. It's been out here all winter and it needs to be cleaned up. It's very easy, like just a bunch of bricks. They're not cemented together or anything. And I light the fire down there, and sometimes I'll put something on top of that pan to cook with, or I'll bring a pot out here and I'll just put the pot on top. I have a very large pot. And I just love cooking out here. Oh, the breeze is so amazing. And so it's time to, oh, my dog saw me. You hear her crying. So it's time to clean up this area. So that's what I'm going to do also. I try to do these things before the major heat starts, but you know how it is. When you have property, you got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. So anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care.